What's going on, guys? JSGC here, and we are here for another Manchester City preview. This time we're going to be previewing the FA Cup quarter-final away match in South Wales against Swansea. So we're going to crack on with this video, and we're first up going to be talking about Swansea City first. 15th in the Championship. Fresh from that penalty disaster, I think it was from by Bertrand Salina, the former Manchester City man, in their 3-0 away loss in midweek against West Brom at the Hawthorns. However, they have won 3 of their last 5, including their FA Cup 5th round win over Brentford. That was at home. Manchester City, if you remember rightly, in the 5th round went to Wales. And we like going to Wales, and we ended up beating Newport County, if you remember. So that's why we're both here. Our match, coincidentally, with Manchester United has now been postponed. It would have been postponed had we progressed or not, because United progressed. So there we go, Liverpool got a game in hand on us in the Premier League, but we're focused on the FA Cup. Now, Swansea, they've got pace out wide. Nathan Dyer, Wayne Routledge, former Premier League players. Like I said, you've also got former Manchester City youngster Bertrand Salina. He may even start. He started in the last game. I've been informed that Leroy Fer, the central midfielder, he's out injured in this game. The manager, Graham Potter, fairly sure he's the former Östersunds manager. He did well in Europe a couple of seasons ago. I remember them facing Arsenal, that's where I know him from. But Swansea, looking at their form in the Championship, played 36 games, scored 45, conceded 46. A very cagey side, suggesting a 1-1 might be a good call in here, but Manchester City are different gravy compared to the Championship sides. Now, like I said, they're cagey, they might look to sit deeper, knowing that they're not going to have possession of the football, clearing the lines, not making any mistakes, defending deep, growing into the game, keep the score at 0-0, they'll grow in confidence. I was going to say target set pieces, but it's difficult when you want to just target set pieces. Against City, you need to be able to go forward and try and be at least a little bit positive, because match a couple of weeks ago when we played Bournemouth away, they had no shots, literally they did nothing. I think they were relying on some set pieces or that moment of magic, and it never came. You have to force the issue against Manchester City, so the best way to do that, settle quickly, use pace out wide, clear the ball into space, not just keep pumping the ball up and losing the ball, and then the pressure coming back onto them. They need to be aggressive, a lot of running, and aggressive in particular in the middle. Like I said, they're going to pack out at the back and hopefully try and contain Manchester City in the hope that they may well be able to create 1 or 2 chances, and if they do, then chances need to be put away. We're going to dominate play, though. That's my thoughts on Swansea. I've been speaking to a Swansea channel, so I'm going to let their video play.
First of all, I think it'll be an extremely tough test for Swansea, as obviously Man City are champions. I think it'll be hard for us to get the ball. Man City won't hold back. They'll put their full team out, as Pep never won the FA Cup at Manchester City. But also Swans got a Wembley on the line semi-final, so they won't be making it easy either. So what's your thoughts?
I think they'll get absolutely hammered. Obviously, we might not even have a strong team. Like our first team players might not be playing, like Leroy Fer, who's obviously out injured at the moment.
True. I reckon the score will be 3-1 Manchester City. What's your prediction?
4-0 City.
So that was the thoughts of Pure Hyper Gamers. They're on YouTube. Their link is in description below if you want to go and check them out with some opposition thoughts going into this match against Swansea City. Thank you very much for featuring in the video, lads. Now for Manchester City, I'm expecting some changes. Some players will need a rest. We've just Russell Laporte back, so he probably won't be playing. I suspect we may see 1 or 2 youngsters feature. Doesn't necessarily mean start, but they might feature. Might we see Eric Garcia? Might we see Humphries? Might we see Phil Foden? Humphries and Foden did go onto the bench in the last game. Will it be Muric? Will it be Edison? Like I said, I wouldn't be surprised to see a couple of the youngsters go out in this game. We're not going to have Benjamin Mendy. We're not going to have De Bruyne, Company, Bravo, or Fernandinho. They're all probably going to be absent in this game. So Manchester City, limited to numbers. There's only a certain few players that will be able to start in this game. We're going to look to change things around. We have got a 2-week break now for the international break. A lot of the players will be going away on international duty, so they're not going to get the break, but players that aren't called up are going to get a little bit of a break, like Laporte, so that is good news for us, and Fernandinho. We should have them nice and fresh coming back after the international break. Now for this game, I'm going to go for 3-0 Manchester City. I think that if we can break down Swansea early and get that goal and force Swansea to come out and play, particularly later on, I've seen it quite a few times in the FA Cup, break them down, score early, play the game, see how they cope. towards the end up punishing them and putting the ball in the back of the net and then going from there. I don't think it'll be a hammering like we gave Schalke in midweek. I wouldn't have thought Swansea would be that careless to come out and play football against us. If they do, I'll have respect to them. I had respect for Schalke for doing it. They had to go and do it. It backfires. It's nearly suicide to be able to do it, so I'm not expecting them to do so, but it'll be a good game if they do. I always have respect for teams. I suspect they might try and carbon copy the thoughts of what Leicester and Crystal Palace do. Crystal Palace in particular had to be very clinical on their day to try and beat us, and that's what it takes. 2 or 3 opportunities. If you put them all away, you stand a chance in this game. Wembley on the line. No pressure on Swansea. No one's expecting him to win this game. It's going to be difficult. We've got a lot of travelling to do. It's took us an age to sell out this game because of no train. So it's a difficult game to get to. Makes things nice and awkward for Manchester City fans. And Swansea we're looking to try and make things nice and awkward for the Manchester City players. They need to punish us just like we need to be able to punish them if we create opportunities, because they're going to be sitting deeper. And because of that, it's going to limit our opportunities created. So if we can create 3 or 4 good opportunities, try and put at least a couple of them away and go from there. Now I'm going to pop up my team prediction now. I've gone for Ederson in goal. I've gone for him over Muric, just purely because it seems like Ederson's preferred in the Cups over Muric for some strange reason. I was going to have Danilo in at right back, but I was seeing us in defensive midfield look a little bit sceptical, and I feel like Zinchenko, even though he's been playing in the Cups, has kind of become our Premier League left back, so I feel like he'd be rested for the game. So I've gone for Walker at right back. I've gone for Delph at left back. He featured in the last game, so might we see the return of Fabian Delph. I've gone for John Stones, who's had a little injury, should be coming back, so if he is fit to go, then I'd play him. Same with Vincent Kompany. If he was fit to go, then I'd play him, but I don't think he will. I've gone for Otamendi, suspended in the last game. He's had a week off, fit and raring to go. Get him in. I've gone for Danilo at defensive midfield. It wouldn't surprise me to see Delph going at defensive midfield, possibly Danilo going in at left back either, if they end up going with that team. So I might see them two switching it about. Might even see Danilo push more into midfield alongside Delph and see like a back 3. But that kind of works if Laporte's playing. But I'm not I don't think Laporte will play. Stranger things have happened. I'm a bit torn in midfield. Gundogan's played a lot of games, so I'd give him a rest. So I've gone with Foden and David Silva, just purely because Bernardo Silva's played a lot of games. It's a good chance for us to go with Riyad Mahrez and Leroy Sané. I predicted that a few days ago, that we may well go with them. We've seen Raheem Sterling play a lot of games, so it's a good chance now for Sané to play back-to-back, and Mahrez obviously had his positive performance in the last few games that he's played, so I'd go with them two, and I've gone for Jesus up front rather than Aguero. Again, like I said, we have to change things around. We can't be having players playing 3 times in a week all the time, risking them burning out. We've got a huge last part of the season coming up from the end of March right through to May. We need players to be fit. This is a game where we've got a chance here to rest a few players. Strong team still, but I'd rest them few players, particularly them ones that may well be heading on to international duty and having a busy international duty at that. So yeah, any chance to rest a few players, then we need to be taking it. No replays for this game, so it's going to go straight to extra time, then penalties if it does end up in a draw after 90 minutes. We've got a strange kick-off time, 5:20 PM GMT. I presume that's because Manchester United are playing after us, and that doesn't kick off, I think, till 5 to 8. Bit of a strange kick-off time. I didn't kick it off at 8 o'clock and have Man City playing at 5:30. I don't know. But if that ends up going to penalties, then it's going to run over into the other game. So it's a bit daft anyway. We're at the Liberty Stadium. Former Premier League team, of course, Swansea. They're a decent side. Might be only be 15th in the Championship, but they've still got a lot of Premier League quality there. They've got a nice, lovely stadium too. Matches live on BT Sport for a lot of Manchester City fans that aren't making the trip down, because it's very awkward. Trains aren't running after the kick-off, which is completely ludicrous, so the costs end up just skyrocketing. So I feel fair credit, just absolutely fair credit to anyone travelling down there. But yeah, strange kick-off time. I've already had my say in previous videos about it kicking off so late, being so awkward travel, but they don't care about the fans. We already know that, but the fans do care about the club, and we care about progress into the FA Cup semi-final, of course. Pep has never won the FA Cup with Manchester City. He'll want to win that. He's taking it very seriously. He'll take this game very seriously, and hopefully when I come in with the analysis, fingers crossed, go through to the semi-final, have another Wembley appearance, and hopefully be able to add another domestic cup to our trophy cabinet. Of course, we've not won the FA Cup since 2011. We've won an abundance of League Cups, but not won the FA Cup. So hopefully we can get through this game unscathed, injury-free, picking up the win, getting through to the semi-final, and then having the FA Cup draw probably Sunday or Monday, whenever it is. and hopefully there we can kick on and see if we can add another domestic trophy to our cabinet. Plus it's a nice distraction away from the Premier League. We've had so many games and competitive games and everything. It's nice just to have a domestic cup here and be able to play against a Swansea side that hopefully the game will be free flowing. It'll be a good game. So there we go, that's been the preview. If you enjoyed this video, make sure that you leave a big thumbs up. Also don't forget, press the red button, subscribe, and make sure that you press the bell and put the push notifications on to be notified when I have uploaded. We'll have the analysis up. That'll be up on Sunday morning rather than tomorrow evening, so I enjoy my evening, so I'll have it up earlier on Sunday morning, so check out my thoughts after the game for that. If also you want to check out my Twitter and Instagram, my social media links in the description below, along with my email. If you want to hit me up with any business inquiries or any sponsorships, then feel free. The email is in the description below. So I'll see you all again for the next video. Fingers crossed we make it through to the FA Cup semi-final and another big Wembley appearance. So it's been JSGC. Hope you'll have a wonderful rest of your day. Enjoy your Friday. Enjoy your weekend. Peace. Ciao for now.